before making a big decision, you definitely need to make sure that you research every possible detail that you can research, because essentially every decision is setting up something for your future. I mean, in your present, a lot of times we jump right over our present, but yeah, a lot of times it's setting up for both of those things. Recently, I posted a video about moving back to the U.S. and one of the comments said that I need to consider the societal issues that the U.S. is having. I'm not that far removed from the U.S. I've only been gone for 1 year and like a month. So not a lot has changed except we have a new president. I really don't know how that's going to pan out. I don't feel that confident in that, but I am not a politics type person. So I'm not going to do a deep dive into that. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to talk about politics. I have been hearing some of the decisions that have been made on behalf of our president, and a lot of them sound really interesting. I'll just leave it there. But personally, my experiences and feelings with considering this move back to the U.S. Stretches far beyond societal issues. My entire family is in the U.S. I have a niece, I have sisters, I have a mom, my family is there. And while you are away, you are absolutely missing seeing your grandma grow old, or your mom grow old, or your niece grow up. You're just missing a number of events when you are away. For instance, I'm in a sorority, Sigma Gamma Rho, and my sorority sister, was recently engaged. With the time difference, it is 9 hours away from the U.S. and I wasn't able to attend physically, of course, but one of my other sorority sisters ended up calling me or FaceTiming me rather, to allow me to see my line sister's proposal. So that was a nice gesture, and it was nice that I was even considered for the FaceTime call. However, I will say that it is not the same as physically showing up. So those are some of the things that I have been thinking about, like just relationships, even just like building new relationships in the U.S. in my 30s. All of my friends are from my college or high school. I do have some friends from work as well, but I would like to grow different friendships and get in different groups at home that I can't necessarily get in here. Like there's a black girl tennis group in Dallas. They have a black run club. I love stuff like that. And I just feel like when you are doing things that you love or that you're interested in, that is how you meet high quality people. And I'm in a phase in my life where I feel that it's very imperative for me to network. And I don't feel that I can do the type of networking I can do here that I will be able to do in the U.S. So that's another thing that I have been thinking about. And if you guys are seeing me look down at my phone, it's because that's where some of my notes are. So I won't be rambling your ear off. Oh, another thing. In the U.S., I've been a teacher my entire career. So since I was like 21, something like that. And throughout my entire teaching career, I have always had a side hustle. Okay. I've done Shipped, which is a grocery delivering service. I've done babysitting. I've sold shoes. I've done Airbnb. You name it. I probably have tried it at least. And, I love doing all of those side hustles so much. Like, I love it because I like the idea of creating my own schedule and making the amount of money I want to make and beyond what I want to make. I also enjoy the relationships you build when you are delivering things or selling things. I like those interactions. So that is something I absolutely miss. I don't feel like I can create many streams of income here. Yes, I can on social media, so we'll try for that. But as far as what I can do in the U.S., I don't know if I have as many opportunities as I would have in the U.S. here where I am currently. So that's something else I've been thinking about, because here's the thing, living abroad is amazing. You really don't have any bills, if I'm being 100% honest. And I know a lot of people are thinking like, okay, you don't have no bills and you still thinking about going home. What is your problem? Well, here's the thing about that. And it's not taxed. I'll add that too. I got to tell you the exact truth if we're going to go into this topic. But here's the thing. Yes, we have income that's not taxed, but there's no type of retirement. You have to find a way to save that yourself. And if we're being honest, most people are just saving for the present day. We're not saving for 40 years from now. We don't even know if we're going to be here 40 years from now. But hopefully. But that's another thing I like to consider and think about when I think about my plan of moving back to the U.S. Those are, I don't know, like I hear, and also your salary does not increase. Okay, so if you start here, you move here, you're making $3,000 in 2008, you're probably going to be making $3,000 in 2028, unless you get another job or a different position. But for the most part, from what I've heard from people that have been here over a decade, is their salary has been the same since they have arrived here. And that is with the price of living going up. For me, it really hasn't affected me directly because I've only been here 1 year. But long term, I can't see that being a thing unless I have a second strong source of income. It needs to feel like I need the second source of income to be so strong that my main teaching job feels like the side hustle. So that's now. I will say something that I am considering before moving back is if I'm actually going to go back and become a teacher. Now, before I left the U.S., my salary was $60,000 and something. I don't recall exactly what it was. It wasn't $60,000. It was 60 something thousand, right? Let's just say 65,000. I'm just going to throw out some numbers. Okay. And then rent was really expensive, maybe about 14, 15, 16, something like that. My car was $400. My insurance for my car was $200. Gas and groceries was probably $600 a month. So when you do the math on those things and then you deduct it from your paycheck, you do realize that you really don't have much of a paycheck left, because you are also paying for health care, which is something I don't pay for while I'm living abroad. I don't pay for health care. I don't pay for life insurance. I am paying for life insurance myself back in the U.S., but it's not something I have to pay for here. It's just included. If you work, it is the law that they have to give you health insurance, and it's absolutely free. So that's a perk that I'm receiving here. And I am fully aware that when I go back to the U.S., or if I decide to go back to the U.S., that is a perk that I will no longer receive. Instead, it will be deducted from my paycheck. So again, if I move home, I run into the same problem. Okay. If I move home and become a teacher, get an apartment, get a new car, I'm buying healthy groceries, a gym membership. I still run into the problem or need of needing a second income. So the problem doesn't go away no matter what coast I'm on or what part of the world I'm in. So the thing is, I just feel like if I were to go home, it would be much easier for me to figure out what type of second stream of income I can do. I know here in Abu Dhabi, I was looking into doing real estate, but I need a really huge amount of money to get started, which I don't have right now. And we say right now because we know we'll get it. So no problem. But anyways, right now where I am currently, I don't have it. So maybe that's something I can look into in the future. In the future could be 6 months from now. We don't know. It doesn't necessarily have to be 2 or 3 years from now. It can be 6 months from now. So those are things that I'm truly considering. I'm thinking about my future. Of course, I'm accepting and appreciating my present, but at the same time, we do need to be realistic, and we do need to have plans for our lives. So that is what I'm thinking. That's where I'm at. And as far as societal issues in the U.S., I understand it's a lot that comes with the U.S. And to be honest, as a person that looks like me, there have always been societal issues for us. So I mean, will it be anything new? I'm pretty sure my skin is pretty thick by now. I don't know. And a little bit of advice for somebody that's considering moving abroad. You know, okay, so if you are still in the U.S. and you are doing the opposite of me, considering moving abroad to, I don't know, travel, to save money, to just have a different life, the lifestyle is amazing. It's really amazing. But I will say, come here with a little money saved up, because it's going to be some things that you need money up front for. At least come here with an idea of where you want to do simple things at, like grocery shop, what phone company you want to be with, et cetera, because I don't want you to come and be overwhelmed. You need to absolutely enjoy the experience, but also remember to enjoy the experience of exploring different ways of doing things, of exploring different grocery store chains, finding out which one works for you. We can all give you all the tips that you need. However, it might not be suitable for you as an individual. So make sure that before you are absolutely considering moving somewhere, take a little time to get to know the country if you can. Watch as many videos as you can, write it down. But I will tell you this, for me, I didn't do a lot of research. I knew the country was safe. I knew it was Americans here. I knew it was Black people here. Okay. And I just figured when I get there, I will figure it out as I go, because I know that I'm the type of person, if I sit here and plan all day, then I will not. I don't know. It's like I'll talk myself out of it. So I had to find a way to just go for it. And sometimes that's what you got to do. You just got to go for it. So I'm going to end this video with this part. Just go for whatever you need to do or whatever you feel like you should do. And if you end up not liking it, you can always reroute in life. The good thing about life and the good thing about what God has given us with this life is, a lot of things are free choice. You can work wherever you want to work. You can go to whatever church you want to go to. You can decide to have discipline. You can decide not to have discipline. It's so many things that we are in control of through God. And we truly need to take advantage of this life that God has given us and truly live it to our fullest potential. And of course, through prayer. But we need to find ways to enjoy our lives and really just be just painting our canvas the way that we need to paint it and staying prayed up. That's what I think. But anyways, that's all I got for y'all today.